Yo, did y'all see the fucking VMAs?
What about it?
What didn't I see in the VMAs is more of the question.
So apparently, the Video Music Award, the MTV Video Music Awards. Who the fuck watches them? I didn't watch them.
I didn't. I just seen it on.
I didn't watch it.
I see Megan Fox though.
You see Megan Fox.
What'd you see on Megan Fox?
What you see? I'm about to look at it right now. What you see?
Oh, you didn't see it?
She was looking very.
You ain't see them titties pop out?
She was looking very shaky.
Bruh. Like Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl, bruh. Look that shit up.
She was looking. She was.
Find that shit. All you got to search is Google search Megan Fox titties pop out.
She definitely wasn't looking bad. You could say that.
Oh, okay.
Nipple was out, bruh.
Okay.
Nipple was hanging out, bruh. Ready to get sucked on by MGK. And
yeah,
then
look at that boy.
E.
Look, yeah, E. See what, yeah, you need to get that. Hurry up, boy. You better watch.
My nigga E about to turn off his screen real quick.
Everybody watching. Look at E's face. He's so
hey,
concerned.
peace. Whoa, yeah, she was out there, huh?
Hey, you see the titty pic though?
Yeah,
You see it?
I definitely do.
Bro.
And I see the back shot. Damn, she had the thongy on with the see-through with the calf muscle.
Oh, because she had a whole wardrobe malfunction. Her whole dress ripped off, dog. It was crazy. Like she was walking. It was kind of like that Marilyn Monroe, where she walks over that thing and like blows her skirt up. She's like, oh my god. It was the same thing, but Connor like pulled on Megan's dress, fucking shit ripped off. She turns around like, oh my god, but before she turns around like, oh my god, you could hella see her nipple poking between her.
Look for the video. If you look for the
and
video,
then
you'll find it.
MGK was like, yo, Connor, what the fuck, bro? And he like turns around, and then Connor's like, no, fuck you, mate. And he fucking like throws his drink out. Then fucking MGK and they were just going at it, bow, 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 bow. And then fucking TMZ arrived on scene and they were like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like, where's Kanye? And then fucking Kanye just dropped down from the Raptors. And then they were like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy, bro. You should have saw that shit.
She was definitely looking very good though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely was.
Machine Gun
I
Kelly,
see that.
though?
I see that.
You see everything?
No, I see she was looking good. I don't see about
He like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but she was looking good. That's all I see.
That's what I see.
Yeah, man. Next.
Yeah, no. So, anyways, at the VMAs, some crazy shit was going on. Apparently, like I said, though, Connor tried to take off on MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, and apparently they were like, first of all, I don't know why motherfucker was there. He must have thought it was the MMAs the way this motherfucker was trying to take off, because like that shit was nigga, that's just the VMAs, homie. We over here trying to celebrate some music. This nigga talk about some hey buddy. But yeah,
woman.
And then there was what's old boy's name? Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X is different,
bruh. So different. He was wearing some like dress. I saw this video. He was wearing this dress. He asked the
host.
She's not the host. Yeah, I was gonna say host. She's not the host, but whoever, like the reporter, the red carpet reporter. What kind of fucking job is that? Like, yo, I was a red carpet reporter. But he's like, oh yeah, do you like my dress or do you like how I look? She was like, what'd you say? I ain't gonna.
We're gonna go there. Next topic.
No, she was like, I'm not gonna say I'm a hater or some shit. Like, bruh, no way. Why would you pull up with some shit like that? That's just.
Yeah, he's very flamboyant for show.
Yeah, bro.
I can say Machine Gun Kelly was very unfazed by Conor McGregor trying to swing on him.
Well, I mean, my nigga Conor got a broke leg.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what do you just want attention that bad?
Yeah, that guy's
for real.
That guy's off the rails.
But I can say the same thing about Lil Nas X, bro. It's all
Lil
for
Nas X.
attention.
What can you say about Lil Nas X, Dom?
It's all for attention.
What is?
Dressing up and doing all the extra.
Oh, bro, he wants to do that.
He wants people to talk about him.
He just wants to live his life, dog. He just wants to be him. He wants to do him. What's wrong with that?
Oh, so you think he's making the decision to do that and he doesn't have like some influences telling him to do that?
You don't?
I think he has people that definitely tell him like, hey, this would be a good look for you.
Really?
This is what you should be rocking.
Hey, this will get you publicity. This will
This will get the likes for
this will
sure.
get your name. This will get your name in the streets. This will get you buzzing. This will get you trending. This will get you viral.
If you do this, they gonna say your name for sure, for sure. If you do this, if you do this,
the more checks you're gonna get, the more
Monetary
incentives you'll receive.
Exactly.
That could be a play. It's
it's
not
feeding
listen,
the fire.
100% not outlandish to possibly think that could be a thing, or it could also be a thing that it could be a combination of that along with him saying, "This is how I want to act." Or it could solely be him wanting to act like that, and that might be a byproduct of him being who he want to be. There's multiple angles inside of that, but you would be naive to think that there ain't no incentives behind him being, out there like that. How he getting down?
Out there.
When you say out there, what do you mean?
I mean, he's out there promoting homosexuality almost. I mean, not even almost, he's promoting it. He's
promoting homosexuality. Okay, my boy's trying to go into the weeds with it. Do you think that that's okay?
I think that no, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. I don't think that, because I don't think homosexuality. That is a super hot take. Now, this is the thing, right? I don't know the numbers on how many homosexual people there are in the country, right?
It's like 94% of the population, I think.
That's not fucking true.
What do you mean? Look it up.
94% of the population? No, I'm talking about the country.
I'll look it up while y'all talking
about it. 94% of the country is homosexual.
Hell no.
Bro, look it up.
Look it up, dog. I don't believe that shit.
Don't listen to Willie. He don't know shit about that.
Bro, he just told you. He said Wikipedia. He told you his source.
What is it, Dom?
Hold on. Y'all keep talking.
No, this is my whole thing. Right?
Like they just went around to every person like, you gay?
Right?
Yeah, like
okay.
But nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like homosexuality necessarily being promoted.
Damn, so you're a homophobe?
Nope. No, I'm not. Nope. You can go back to episode whenever that was when I said, hey, gay people is cool.
There are 5.6 people in the US that identify as part of the LGBT.
You said how many?
5.6% of the US population identifies as being part of the LGBTQ community.
Oh man, I got 94% wrong on the opposite. My bad. It was on the opposite.
It's literally the opposite. Literally the opposite.
Right? Because it's not necessarily a common thing. Because 5-6%, whatever, is the population is gay. It's not really a common thing to be promoting homosexuality, right? It's more common for it to be heterosexual, right? So therefore, in turn,
yo, what a good
oh shit.
Oh my god.
Try to spit facts and just got lost.
No. I'm looking at.
I know. Go ahead.
Yeah. But because it's such a more common thing to be hetero, right? I just feel like the promotion of homosexuality isn't common. I don't like that look because it can sway minds that are not necessarily sway the minds that are more malleable than others that are not.
So do you turn the TV off or do you tell your kid, hey, that is how those people are living, but this is how I feel. Gay. Yeah. How you handling that? What you mean?
So this is the thing. I don't even know if that's a conversation. Well, this is the thing. Actually, let me take that back, right? Because my
niggas over here fucking flip-flopping like a fish
out.
No.
I'm
gonna ask Ron in a minute. Damn.
The reason why I say that is because it wasn't stuff like that on TV when we were growing up. So blatant. You know what I'm saying? So that necessarily wasn't a conversation that our parent. Well, I know that my parents didn't have a conversation about being gay or straight. That wasn't a conversation that I had.
So you had to test it.
had to test the waters.
So for my son, with it,
my nigga is crazy, bro.
With the access being a lot more open, right?
Yeah,
that might be a thing to have a conversation about. Like, hey, that right there is not. That's them. That's separate.
Yeah. I think you raise an interesting point, and that is, I cannot remember where I saw it, but somebody had been talking about how back in the day, there used to be all these DARE commercials, the DARE, the drug awareness, right? And they were saying how like the Nancy Reagan Just Say No campaign, was geared towards, trying to get young people to not do drugs, to stay away from drugs, right? But it actually had the opposite effect, because you now, showed something to a person who wouldn't have otherwise had access to that information. You've now given them like an out, right? For them to be like, oh, let me go ahead and try that. It was for a good reason, like I said, but it just had a what do you call that? Unintended consequence, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that that's a similar form of logic could be found in the promotion of homosexuality. Now, Jerry, I'm 100% on your side with it. I think, you feel me? If you gay, you do what you want to do. I have no problem with that. If you want to go and, you feel me, get boinked, do your thing, big dog. It is what it is. Now, is that natural? Is that something that, we should promote to children or young people who may have some sort of confusion, right? They may have some sort of like, oh, well, like, why do I feel this way? You may feel that way because you're attracted to a person, or you find somebody like I was making the point earlier about how, y'all lift weights, y'all see a dude that's buff, y'all might be like, yo, dude has a nice physique, right? You might admire that man's physique. Don't mean that you're attracted to him. Don't mean that you want to have any sort
you're
of
mature enough to understand the difference between attraction and actually admiring someone else for having a good physique.
Right. And there and yeah, exactly. And but when you're younger, you might be confused. Why do I like, he has a nice physique? Like, why do I feel this way? Why do I think, oh, well, on TV they say if you feel this way, then you're gay.
And then all your friends are like, what? You said he has a nice physique? You gay as hell, boy.
Hey, and then it starts to become a snowball effect. So I don't know. I think when the conversation comes down to like nature, nurture, with homosexuality, certainly there are people who, are just, that's just the way they swing, right? But a lot of that shit I think is also nurture. A lot of that shit is, you feel me, people seeing that shit, and the more you start seeing that shit in like kid TV shows and shit like that, it's just like, come on, man, I don't need my kids to be seeing this type of shit.
There needs to be less sexualization as a whole.
Yeah, nah.
For younger people,
again,
it's getting out of hand.
I know that somebody might misconstrue what I'm saying, so I'm going to reiterate. I have no problem with homosexuals. I have homosexual friends. I think homosexuals should be able to do whatever they want to do. Not even just homosexuals. Everybody should be able to do what they want to do. I want to preface it. But I don't think that the promotion of the act is necessarily beneficial to our youth and overall society. Do any of y'all have any other like thoughts on that? I'm interested to hear what you think, E.
I mean, as far as that, I have no problem with them doing what they got to do. I got cousins and family members, you feel me, homosexuals and gays and lesbians, so They just as good as anybody else. So that's how I see it.
But do you think that the promotion of homosexuality over the airwaves is like, do you agree with it?
On that note, me, I don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it, but I can't speak for everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? But me as a person, I don't want to see it.
And why don't you want to see it?
Because that's not something I'm into. It's not like what I like. So I could do without. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I guess then the other side of that would be, well, does a person that feels like they are gay, you know, a person that lives in a gay life or a homosexual life, they should feel like they should be able to see commercials of people depicting themselves and get representation.
I think there are some of those. I think that there are.
They are doing gay commercials and things of that nature.
There are very.
Well, that's the promotion of homosexuality is when you're putting it over the airwaves, when you're representing.
But now they're putting that shit in every single TV show, like every drama show that you watch. There's
a lot of big stars. I mean, again, it's not like if you're a star and you're gay, it is what it is, right? Like
you literally can't.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you this because I'm not exactly sure about this, right? Mm-hmm. Was Michael K. Williams was gay?
Yes.
Was he flamboyantly out there gay?
I don't know if he was flamboyant.
In the sense of like
cats knew.
Like did a lot of people know he was gay?
I didn't know he was gay.
Bro was sucking penises as Omar. What you mean?
I thought he died because he overdosed hitting the needle out of another dude's butt.
I don't know the details of all that, but he for sure overdosed.
Oh,
my bad. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, my point is this, right? My point is this. Some people didn't even know he was gay, but he was gay, right? Yeah. Gay actor.
I didn't know.
That's called the down low.
I don't know if he was on the down low, but whatever.
What do you mean?
Right?
But he was definitely nobody gots to know.
He could have been openly gay and niggas just didn't know. Like that means he just wasn't hella extra with it.
Right. But a guy like X is again cool with you being gay, but it's like,
what if Lil Nas X ain't gay?
What do you mean if he ain't gay?
What if that's just entertainment? Like Will's like an actor who kisses a guy in a movie. He's just acting in the moment. But when he goes backstage, he fucks girls.
He's promoting.
Yeah.
Either way, he's still promoting heavy homosexuality.
True. Very true.
I think the issue with it is like, okay, because the argument could be made then about like women, right? Like how we sexualize the fuck out of women. And I think because I'm just now thinking about this. So, forgive me if I'm trying to work it out in my head as I'm saying it, but perhaps it's, like what Dom just said. Let's say that Lil Nas X is an actor, right? He's not actually gay. He's just an actor and he's willing to kiss men for his job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they wanted to show the hypocrisy from heterosexual men's perspective that the over-sexualization of women is getting out of hand, then they're going to show the over-sexualization of a man to then show us that, hey, this shit, like, no, stop sexual, like, that's not cool, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you'll get to the point where you're so turned off and grossed out by it that you're like, I don't want to see that on a man or a woman.
Well, it makes you out to be a hypocrite, right? Because when we're sexualizing women, it's no problem. When women are lesbians, it's no problem. But as soon as a gay man gets up there and starts doing the same things that a woman would do, now we got a problem, right?
That's not the issue though. The issue, like the lesbian scenes, isn't even in every fucking movie or show. Like they're right now, they're pushing the gay shit so much that it's damn near in every single show or movie you watch, like literally. And it's like, damn, we understand you want to be involved with everybody, the culture included, whatever. That's cool, but you don't have to be in every single movie, every single show. Like that's right. It doesn't always call for that.
And honestly, at the end of the day, it's a little weird that you want to have like same sex couples in like Disney movies or kids movies. It's like, why, what does this? Whose agendas does this serve? It doesn't benefit the children because you know what I'm saying?
Whose agendas is this?
Somebody's
Like, the children don't know, because the thing about children is obviously kids don't know what they don't know. So it's like, if you showing a kid two daddies in the house, two mamas in the house, it's like, this is not what I see. I either got my daddy or my mom and my dad. There's very few instances where there is two of the same.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think yeah, that's kind of going with like what my point was earlier about you're putting something in front of somebody when they wouldn't have otherwise had been introduced to it, right? So I agree with that. But to get back to what I was just saying, it's like I think it is a bit hypocritical, right? I think it is a bit, we are being hypocrites in that.
I think we might be.
Sorry, what?
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm being a hypocrite, but I'm also being honest. Like I don't enjoy seeing it, right? And I was making this argument the other day, talking to my girl who obviously tries to fucking play devil's advocate, and it fucking pisses me off because I'm like, just fucking agree with me so we don't have to. But she keeps me honest. So the conversation was around how the only people who find male homosexuality, like who find that like as like a turn on, are male homosexuals, right? Mm-hmm. Female homosexuals find that as a turn on. So do straight men, even some straight women, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when we look at female homosexuality, it turns a lot of people on. There's other people that would want to see that. There's not a lot of people that want to see the male homosexuality. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, to your point, Jerry, whose agenda are we trying to serve?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Whose agenda is this?
Whose agenda is this? Because
who's pushing this envelope
in all this shit, with the frequency that we see it. If we just said that 6% of the population is homosexual, then wouldn't that mean that only maybe 6% of the like,
that would literally mean 6 out of 100 people want to see what we are showing on TV right now, by what you're saying.
6% is actually a lot.
I don't think 6 out of 100 is a lot. 6 out of 10.
13%. That's the amount of black people.
Just to understand though, if 6% of the population identifies as LGBTQ, the other 94% is heterosexual.
I get that, but what I'm saying is like, do we think that 13%? There's 13% of black people in the United States, right? That's the population.
Is that true?
Half of the What'd you say?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's about 13%, something around there, 13, 14%, something like that. But my point being is that 6% is half of 13, right? Or just about half of 13. So that's like actually pretty significant. What's the Asian population? I think the Chinese or the Asian population in America is like 6%.
That might be closer to something like that.
So 6%, it doesn't seem like a lot out of 100, but it's actually pretty significant.
Yes, that 13.4% black people.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna say this one last time. I have absolutely no issues with homosexuals. I love everybody. I think everybody should be.
He's a homophobe.
Want to be
homophobe?
I just don't want to be seeing that
homophobe.
Shit. I was watching this TV show on
He's
Netflix.
A homophobe.
Have y'all seen Who Killed Sarah?
Yes. That's the one with the Latinos, right? Or Spanish people.
Yeah. The shit's in Spanish. Yeah. It's a good show. It's a pretty good show. But like literally there was an episode where, like, I swear to God, every other scene, because there's a gay dude. One of the main characters is gay, and he has a husband, and or whatever.
Yeah, he's hella funny.
There's another. I think there's like another. Aren't there two gay dudes? I mean, isn't there? No, it's just those two.
No, it's the like brother or something. One of the brothers is gay or something.
Yeah. Anyways, point of what I'm saying is that nigga, there was a point in one episode where it was gay scene, like some other sexy, like those just regular heterosexual sex scene, another gay scene. Like I swear to God, it went 3 times. Like gay, not gay, gay, not gay. Of sex. Like what purpose is all this sex? What does this have to do with the storyline?
Yeah, it's just hypersexualization.
And that's what I'm saying. At that point is when I have an issue with it. I can get it if you need to show that, like, yo, this character, we haven't revealed that this character is gay, right? We haven't revealed that his dad would be super upset if he found out that he was gay, and now we're gonna reveal it, and then that's gonna add a twist. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could see if that's a part of the storyline, but
see what happened was
see so much goddamn
people let it slide with Spartacus. Y'all remember Spartacus?
Spartacus, yes.
So people let it slide with that when they had all them damn sex scenes in Spartacus, and then they had those gay sex scenes in Spartacus as well. So then it's like movies just slowly but surely just started getting bolder and bolder to us. Like, yeah, we just gonna everybody naked in this one.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I think we're just getting old. That's all it is. We're just getting old. We're like, fuck that. I don't want to see that shit.
They're fucking up the youth.
They're fucking up everything. They're fucking up this country. They turned it into shit. Make America great.
Well, see, I'm more of the standpoint of, I believe if your child sees something like that, or just me personally, I'm mature enough to understand what it is. And if they're not mature enough, I have to explain to them what that is, because I don't think hiding it from them is in the long run going to be beneficial. They need to understand what it is and the options they have.
I think explaining is definitely key. Yeah, I think you should definitely explain.
I hate saying what I'm about to say because I used to hate hearing it. You don't know until you have a kid how much those types of things affect the way you feel, right? Jerry got a kid. So I get what you're saying about like not wanting to hide things.
Like my grandparents explained everything to me, literally. And it was just like, oh, I could come to my grandparents, ask them anything, and it would just be like, hey, this is what I think about this. Like, embarrassing story. There was a kid at my school named Quinn Perry. Anybody watching this that know Quinn? He told me one day in the 2nd grade that he was eating a girl's vagina like ice cream with a spoon. I went to my grandparents' house, told my grandma about Quinn's story, and she was like, don't you ever go up to no girl with no spoon and try to eat her vagina. That's how you go to jail. Jeez. Like, and yeah, got that real at an early age.
Did you tell her that she had some whipped cream on it, or
chocolate sauce?
Oh, Lord.
No, so what I was gonna say though is like, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you don't know how that affects you when you have to have this conversation.
Yeah, so okay, thank you for bringing it back. So you don't know how that affects you until you actually like have a kid, because here's the thing. At what point do you have those conversations and start explaining those things?
Exactly.
Right? Now,
that's a judgment call.
Right.
It's going to be on you as a parent to judge.
Okay,
that.
but see, that's the thing. If there are outside influences, it forces you to have the conversation prior to you feeling in your judgment that you should be having it, right? Like I wouldn't want to have a conversation about sex with my daughter until maybe 12, 13 years old, maybe at that time, right? I don't want to have a conversation with my daughter about sex at 6 or 7 years old. But if she's seeing these bitches perform WAP on stage, if she's hearing the messaging that's coming from it, right? I now have to address that and have that conversation with her much sooner than I feel she's ready for it.
100%.
So the other side of that, just being
that's just being
a kid. What if you have to tell your kid at a young age, well, these are your private, these aren't your private parts. This is your penis. This is your vagina. Like, so they understand, like, if they're getting raped, like someone's having sex with you, but this ain't good.
So here's the thing. My daughter knows what penis and a vagina are.
Okay, for sure. Because people be out there, those are your nanas, and that's how kids get raped, talking about, they didn't touch my nanas, they grabbed my vagina, and it's like, no, that ain't what they supposed to do.
No.
Oh, that's kind of specific, Dom.
No, that's real shit, bro. Kids,
that happened like in the 90s.
I was taught that you can't be telling kids that they got their nannies and all that. You got to tell them, like, no, this is what it is. So if someone were to grab them, they wouldn't be like, oh no, I'm just, it's your nannies. It's all good.
Listen, nobody need to be touching you in these areas.
Yeah, you need to explain to them.
If you feel, hey, dog, check it out, dog. If you get touched in that area, you need to go. You need to scream. You need to make
we know what Jerry finna say.
You need to make a scene if you get touched in them areas, dog. Because check it out. And you need to call me.
So look, my daughter is about to be 3 years old in a month. Jerry, how old is your son?
Almost 2.
Okay. By 2, like, we're already using penis and vagina. Do you use those terms?
No.
Okay. So why not?
Well, because he's not fully talking yet.
Okay, so thank you, because that's actually along the lines of what the point I'm trying to prove is make is that when a child is not able to understand something, my daughter's able to understand a lot. You feel me? When it comes to this, she's like, I'm not just trying to be a regular parent and be like, oh my God, my fucking child is, this kid is there. So she's like, she's autistic or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to like be funny. I'm just saying, like, she's really above average in that regard. Some kids aren't like that, right? So I'm having these conversations with her at that age, being like, yo, listen, you have a vagina. That's what makes you a girl. Dad has a penis. That's what makes me a boy, right? Now I ask her, what is mommy? Oh, mommy's a girl. Okay. What is your sister? She's a girl. Okay, what is your cousin? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the dog? He's a boy. Okay, cool. So you understand what makes a boy and a girl. That's great. I don't want anybody to see or touch your vagina or your butt, right? I can have that conversation I can tell her that. She can repeat back to me, Daddy, nobody's allowed to see my vagina. She'll say privates, right? She'll say nobody can see those are my privates, Daddy, right? Thank you. I'm glad at 3 years old that you understand that concept.
Yeah.
Not all people can have that conversation with their child at 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because you have a lot of parents who do what you're saying about the noonies and the nana. I don't know what the fuck. I've never heard that before. Noonies and nanas. But you feel me? If you confusing your kids, then they don't even know what you feel me?
100%.
Well, and back in the day, there was parents that probably didn't even tell their kids anything, so they had to learn it on their own.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, I feel like we put our kids at disadvantages by not just like the point of, or the start of the conversation, explaining, right? You got to explain. The more you just talk to your kid, the more they pick shit up. You feel me?
100%.
So, and yeah, man, I think it's how the fuck did we get to talking about fucking kids being touched? What the fuck happened?
Jerry said he does not accept homosexuality.
Damn, so we went from homosexuality to fucking kid. Okay. I think it is what it is. You know, everybody gotta, some kids are gonna fucking unfortunately experience that type of shit. And it's because of the parents. It's because of adults. You know what I mean? Adults don't pay enough attention to their kids or whatever the case may be. And
they should, especially if their kid is going to after school programs and daycares. Yeah, that should be an early conversation.
Like, what the hell is going on?
We definitely are in the era of here's my phone, go about your business, and that is not good parenting.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, it is hard, right? It is hard because as a parent, there's sometimes where you're like, yo, go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to just not have to do that. I'm not trying to be a parent right this minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, the next minute, yes, I'll be a parent again. But just for this minute, go and like watch some TV for a little bit. It happens. So I can't just sit here and be like, I'm like perfect in that regard as a parent. But I do agree with the overall premise that we just hand a kid a phone. And that's a big thing. Cause look, I got experience working at a social media company and, you know, knowing some ins and outs, hearing some horror stories and knowing how kids, you know, are preyed upon and victimized at no fault of their own. You feel me? At no fault of their own. And it's unfortunate because a lot of parents, like you said, just will give them the phone and be like, okay, go away. I do not let my daughter watch YouTube on her own. I do not let my daughter, you feel me, just scroll around. It's like, no, you don't get to do that. You get to watch approved shit.
Approved.
Approved.
In fact, I got the lock on your shit.
Facts.
I know what 4 videos she's scrolling through. I know the 4 videos for sure.
Right.
That's just crazy.
But I don't know, man. It's all for another conversation. Yo, what up? You just watched the clip of the Ignorant Intellect. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. That way you can keep up with all the latest content as soon as it drops. We appreciate your support. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.